أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, course 2, page 4, pointer B. We saw that each juz has been divided into 4 parts and each parts have 5 pages. The first 5 pages of the first juz we are studying in this QC2. They comprise 1 to 37, mean the 37 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, that is page 6 to 10, inshallah, we will study in QC3. They will start from 38 up to 76, mean the 39 ayahs. The next 5 pages, page 11 to 15, inshallah, we will study in QC4, starting with 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs. The last 5 pages of the first juz, that is 16 to 20 page, inshallah, we will study in QC5, starting with 106 up to 141, mean the 36 ayah. In first juz, there are 141 ayahs, which inshallah we will complete in QC5. These 5 pages, they contain Hadaya, Muttaqin, Kafirin, Munafiqin, Dawatul Quran, and some story of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. Let's to keep the first 3 pages which have been completed, their pointers on the right hand. The first pointer is praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. The pointers for the page second are no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqin because corrupt and fool and double face. And the pointers of the third page is first example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. And let's to revise the brief pointers of the first page. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes. And the pointers for the second page briefs, they are Kafirin, Munafiqin, corrupts, double face. Kafirin, Munafiqin, corrupts, double face. And the brief pointer for the third page is fire, rain, call, challenge. Fire, rain, call, challenge. Let's to proceed the page 4. The first pointer is warning and good news. The second pointer is example of mosquito. And the third pointer is who goes astray. And the fourth is how can you disbelieve? Let's to keep on the third finger of the right hand. Yes, what are the pointers for the page 4? Warning and good news. Examples of mosquito. Who goes astray? How can you disbelieve? Once again, warning and good news. Examples of mosquitoes. Who goes astray? How can you disbelieve? The brief pointers of the fourth page are warning, mosquitoes, astray, disbelief. Warning, mosquito, astray, disbelief. So yesterday we studied the first pointer. The ayah for the first pointer was Masaluhum kamasilil lazi istawqad nara. And the second pointer today we are studying, and the reference point is أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورد وبرق. So this is the second pointer of page 4, example of mosquito. The link with the previous verses is, in the previous verses, Allah talked about the end of those who reject the Quran. Now he says that such people raise questions before even thinking about it properly. So this is the ayah of the today. Let's to recite it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعودة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يدل به كثير ويهدي به كثيرا وما يدل به إلا الفاسقين. Indeed, Allah is not ashamed to set forth an example, even of mosquitoes or anything about it, bigger or smaller, than as for those who believe. They know that it is the truth from their Lord. But those who disbelieve say, what did Allah intend by such an example? He lets go astray many by it and guides many by it, and he does not let go astray by it except the definitely disobedient. Let's to identify the words coming in this ayah. La. La is inna. Inna is a harf. Allah is jalala is ism. La is a harf. Yastahi is a mudari verb from ya. And you can see yastahi is a mudari verb of mazid fi. We will study in QC3. An is a harf. Yadribu. Yadribu, the sign ya is telling it's a mudari verb. Daraba, yadribu, idrib. So this is from Bab Daraba. Masalan, this fatatan, double fata, tanween, telling it's an ism. Ma is coming here as a ismi masula, we will see. Ba'udatan, look, there is double fata, mean fatatan, tanween, telling it's an ism. Moreover, it's a feminine because it's ranta, singular, and a common noun because no alif lam. Fa is a harf, ma is coming here as a ism, we will see. Fawqa is a ism. It's a zarf, just like fawqa, tahta, mama, khalfa, vara. They all are zarf, and all the zarf, they are ism. So it's an ism. Ha is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Amma is coming here as a harf, we will see. Allazina is a ismi masula, mean ism. It's a plural. The singular is allazi, and the feminine is allati or allati. Allati is the singular, allati is the plural. Amanu is a mahdi verb from amana, 4 letters, so we will study in QC3. Fa ya'lamuna, fa is a harf. Ya'lamuna, again the ya is telling is a mudari verb. If we remove that sign ya, and waw is a plural sign, 3 letter and lam mim. Alima, ya'lamu, ilam. We have studied in QC1, that is Bab Samim. The next one is in anna. Anna is a harf. Who is a zamir ism. Al-haqqa, alif lam telling is an ism. Min is a harf. Rab is a ism. Him is a zamir ism. Look, harf jar. After harf jar, always ism majrur. So Rabbi is a ismi majrur. Waw is a harf. Amma is a harf. Allazina, we saw this is a ismi masula, plural for the masculine. Singular is allazi. Kafaru, waw alif telling is a madi verb from kafara, kafaru. The next one is fayakuluna. Fa is a harf. Yakuluna again is a mudari verb. Ya is a sign of mudari. Wanun is the plural. So kul is coming from kala. Kala yakulu kul. Ma is a harf. Za is a ism. Remember, za and is, they are zarf and they come as a ism. Arada is a madi verb. Look, the first letter have fatha, last letter fatha. So these are the sign of madi verb. Allah ismi jalala is ism. Bi haza, bi is a harf. Haza is a ism. It's a ismi ishara. Masalan, again the double fatha tanween telling is an ism. Yudillu, ya is telling is a mudari verb, but it's showing the dhamma. So it's mudari. We will see why it's coming with dhamma. At least it is not the mudari majhul. Next is B. B is a harf. He is a zamir ism. Kasira. Look, there is tanween. Fatatan, double fatah, telling it's an ism. Waw is a harf. Yahdi. Yahdi again is a mudari verb. From hada, yahdi is a weak verb we studied in this QC2. B is a harf. He is a zamir ism. Kasira again the ism. Waw is a harf. Ma again coming as a harf we will see. Yudillu. Yudillu again the mudari verb. B is a harf. He is a zamir ism. Illa is a harf. Al-Fasiqeen, Alif Lam telling it's an ism. And Ya Nun telling is plural masculine word. So let's to have another look on the ayah. Inna harf, Allah ism, La harf, Yastahi mudari verb, mazid fi, An is a harf, Yadribu the mudari verb, Masala is a ism, Ma is a ism, Ba'udatan again ism, Fa is a harf, Ma is coming here as ism, Fawka is a ism, Ha is a zamir ism, Fa is a harf, Amma is a harf, Allazina ism masula ism, Amanu is a madi verb, mazid fi, Fa is a harf, Ya'lamuna again the mudari verb of 3-letter, Alima ya'lamu yalam, Anna is a harf, Hu is a zamir ism, Al-Haqqu again is a ism, Min is a harf, Rabbi is a ism, Him is a zamir ism, Waw is a harf, Amma is a ism, Allazina is a ism masula min the ism, Kafaru is a madi verb, Fa is a harf, Yaquluna again the madi verb, from Kala yaqulu kul. Ma is a coming as a harf, Za is a ism, Arada is a madi verb. Is from mazid fi. We will see in QC3. Allah is a ism jalala. B is a harf. Haza is a ism. Masula. Masalan again a ism. Yudillu is a verb. And it's mudari, of course. B is a harf. He is a zamir ism. Kasira is a ism. Waw is a harf. Yahdi again the mudari verb. B is a harf. He is a zamir ism. Kasira is again the ism. Waw is a harf, Ma is a harf, Yudillu, again the mudari verb, B is a harf, He is a ism, Illa is a harf, Al-Fasiqeen is again ism. Let's to look the lesson learned from this ayah. Allah gives example to help us understand. Believers know it is haq from Allah. Only disobedient people get lost. Look, the new word in each line, 3, 2, 3, 1, mean on average 2 in each line. Let's go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna, indeed, Allah, la, not, yastahi, is ashamed, an yadrib, to present. Masalan, any example, ma, what, ba'udatun, a mosquito, fa, or ma, anything, fawka, above her, mean above her, it means maybe larger or smaller than it. Fa, so, amma, those, allazina, those, amanu, who believe, fa ya'lamuna, they know, annahu, indeed that is al-haqqa, truth, min rabbihim, from their Lord. Wa, and amma, those, allazina, those, kafaru, who disbelieve, fa, so, yaquluna, they say, maza, what, arada, mean intended Allah, bihaza, by this, masalan, an example, yudillu, he misleads, bihi, kasira, thereby many, wa yahdi bihi, and guides by there, kasira, many, wa ma yudillu, and he does not mislead, bihi, by it, illa, except al-fasiqeen, the definitely disobedient. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, la yastahi, is not ashamed, an yadriba. An yadriba is a phrase, to not present, to give. Masalan, ma, any example. Ba'uda, mosquito. Fama, as far then. Wa amma, and so far. Allazina, those, amanu, believe, fayalamuna, they know, annawla haq, that is truth from Rabbim, their Lord. Wa amma allazina, and but so far, allazina, those who kafaru, disbelieve. Look, there is a style of Musaf. When the word fa'amma comes, there is a sentence. And then after that, a fa comes and come the wa'amma, it is start the other one. There is always two groups, the first group and the second group. They are just opponent of each other. They will be always opposite. For example, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, this is those who are believers. After وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ, and those kafaru who disbelieve. So فَأَمَّا describe the one type, وَأَمَّا describe the other type, and between is the fa. So this is a common style of the Musaf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when want to compare something or want to have the difference between two things, he brings fa'amma with the first group and wa'amma with the second group. Fayakuluna, so they say, maza, what arada intended Allah, bihaza, by this, masalan, an example, yudillu bihi, it's a phrase, he misleads by it, kasira, many, wayahdi bihi, again it's a phrase, and he guides thereby, kasira, many, wama yudillu bihi, and he does not mislead, illa, except fasiqeen, the definitely disobedient. Let's to see the explanation. By the way, mosquitoes has a complete flight system. The nanotechnology is copying it. Context justifies the example. Allah gives example of bees, spider, etc. Believers know that it is a truth from their Rabb because Allah does not give example without any purpose. The disbelievers raise objections without listening properly and thinking over the example properly. If they had pondered the example, they would have surely got the guidance from it. Fisk, what is fisk? The one disobeys Allah definitely, mean more details are given in the next ayah. That is why you see so many non-Muslim scientists and the doctors are even among the Muslims who look at the signs of the Allah but are not guided towards Allah. Why? Because of fisk. Lack of hadaya can be attached to the degree of fisk. Let's revise this part once again. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, la yastahi, is not ashamed, an yadriba, to present, masalama, any example, ba'udatan, a mosquito, fama, or any, fawkaha, above it. Fa'amma, then as for allazina amanu, those who believe, faya'lamuna, thus they know, annahu al-haqqu, that it is the truth, min rabbihim, from their Lord. Wa amma, but as for allazina kafaru, those who disbelieve, fayaquluna, thus they say, maza aradallah, what did Allah intend, bihaza, by this, masalan, an example, yudillu bihi, he misleads, kasira, many thereby, vayahdi bihi, and he guide thereby, kasira, many. Wama yudillu, and he does not mislead bihi with it, illal fasiqeen, except the definitely disobedient. Let's to look the lessons once again. Allah gives examples to help us understand. Believers know it is a haq, mean truth from Allah. Only disobedient people get lost. Let's to pray. Bismillah. Allahumma ahabbib alayna al-imana wa zayyana fi qulubina wa karrah alayna al-kufra wal fusuka wal isyana wa ja'alna min ar-rashidin. O Allah, endear to us the faith and make it pleasing in your hearts, our hearts, and make hateful to us disbelief, defense, and disobedience, and make us among the rightly guided. Make a plan, inshallah. I will always try to ponder the examples given by Allah. Look, the new words asma, masal, plural is amsal, rab, plural is arbab, fasik, plural is fasikun and fasikin. Let's see the three-letter sound verb. Daraba, yadribu, idrib, daribun, madrubun, darbun. Dadraba is the root letter, bab is daraba. Here it has come yadriba. Yadriba is a mudari. The next is alima, yalamu, ilam, alimun, ma'lumun, ilmun. And lam mim is the root letter, bab is samia. Here it has come fa ya'lamuna, fa is a haraf tumu. Ya'lamuna is mudari. From ya'lamu, ya'lamuna is a plural. The next is kafara, yakfuru, ukfur, kafirun, makfurun, kufrun. Kafara is the root letter, bab is nasra. Here the kafaru, the mazi has come. From kafara, kafaru is the plural. The next is fasaka, yafsuku, ufsu, fasik, that's fixed. Fasin, kaf is the root letter, bab is nasara. So here it has come al fasikin, alif lam telling is coming as a ism. So from fasik, plural is al fasikin. So this is the Daraba table. If you want, you can revise the table, please. Okay, Daraba, he hit, Darabu, they hit, Darabta, you hit, Darabtu, I hit, Darabtum, you all hit, Darabna, we hit, Darabat, she hit. Yadribu, he hits, Yadribuna, they hit, Tadribu, you hit, Adribu, I hit, Tadribuna, you all hit, Nadribu, we hit, Tadribu, she hits. Idrib, hit, Idribu, hit you all, La Tadrib, don't hit, La Tadribu, don't hit you all. Darib, the one who hits, Madrub, that is being hit, Darbun, to hit. Dadraba is the ruler, Bab is Daraba. The next is Alima. Alima, he knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimtum, you all knew. Alimna, we knew. Alimat, she knew. Ya'lamu, he knows. Ya'lamuna, they know. Ta'lamu, you know. A'lamu, I know. Ta'lamuna, you all know. Na'lamu, we know. Ta'lamu, she knows. Elam, no. Elamu, know you all. La ta'lam, don't know. La ta'lamu, don't know you all. Alimun, the scholar. Ma'lumun, that is known. Ilm, to know. So, and lamim is the ruler. Bab is Samia. The next is kafara. Kafara, he refused. Kafaru, they refuse. Kafarta, you refuse. Kafartu, I refuse. Kafartum, you all refuse. Kafarna, we refuse. Kafarat, she refused. Yakfuru, he refuses. Yakfuruna, they refuse. Takfuru, you refuse. Akfuru, I refuse. Takfuruna, you all refuse. Nakfuru, we refuse. Takfuru, she refuses. Ukfur, refuse. Ukfuru, refuse you are. La takfur, don't refuse. La takfuru, don't refuse you are. Kafir, the one who refused. Makfur, that to be refused. Kufar, to refuse. Kafara is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. The next one is Fasaka. Fasaka, he disobeyed. Fasaku, they disobeyed. Fasakta, you disobeyed. Fasaktu, I disobeyed. Fasaktum, you all disobeyed. Fasakna, we disobeyed. Fasakat, she disobeyed. Yafsuku, he disobeys. Yafsukuna, they disobey. Tafsuku, you disobey. Afsuku, I disobey. Tafsukuna, you all disobey. Nafsaku, we disobey. Tafsaku, she disobeyed. Ufsuk, disobey. Ufsuku, disobey you all. La tafsuku, don't disobey. La tafsuku, don't disobey. Fasikun, the disobey. Obedient. Most sukun, that to be disobedient. Fiskun, to disobey. Pas in kaf is the root letter. Bab is daraba as well as nasara. It comes from two babs. The next is the weak verb, the hamza and the repeater. Among them is qala, yaqulu, kul, qa'il, maq'ul, qawl. Kafa lam is the root, bab is nasra. So here it was fayakuluna, mudari. The next is hada, yahdi, ihdi, hadin, mahdin, hudan or hidayah. Hadal, ya is the root letter, bab is daraba. Here it has come yahdi. Yahdi is a mudari. Hada, yahdi. So this is the qala table. Qala, he called upon. Qalu, they called upon. Kulta, you call upon. Kultu, I call upon. Kultum, you call upon. Kulna, we call upon. Qalat, she called. Yakulu, he calls upon. Yakuluna, they call upon. Takulu, you call upon. Akulu, I call upon. Takuluna, you all call upon. Nakulu, we call upon. Takulu, she calls. Kul, call upon. Kulu, call upon you. La takul, don't call. La takul, don't call upon. Kailun, the caller. Makulun, that to be called upon. Call to call. So ka waw lam in the rule of Bab is Nasara. Hada. Hada, he guided. Hadaw, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides. Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide your. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you. Hadin, or Hadiyun, guider. Mahdiyun, that to be guided. Udan Hadaya, to guide. Hadal is the root letter. Bab is Daraba. Let's to go for the grammar. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 4.B. In grammar, we will revise the tables. So, revision today we will do the Nasara. Yesterday we did the verbs coming from the Bab Fataha. So, sound verbs are Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. Then we say the weak verbs are Wahaba, Wa'ada, Qala, Zada, Da, Hada, and repeated are Zanna, Dalla, and Hamza are Hamza, Amara, Alasar. So the important is that the sound verbs, they come in Musaf 9,000 times. The weak verbs also come 9,000 times. The repeated verbs, they come almost 1,300 times. It means each line of the Musaf have one sound verb, one weak verb, and every 2 pages have one repeated verb. And the Hamza verbs are Amara, Sala, Kara. So they are 4 groups. Sound verbs, weak verbs, repeated verb, and Hamza verb. So to memorize the weak verb, we have 3 sentences. Allah will give his promise. From the word give, Wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, Wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, Qala, he said. From the word give more, Zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, Da, he prayed. From the word guidance, Ada, he guided. Have a good opinion, otherwise you will be lost. From the word opinion, Zanna, he opinion. From the word God's lost, Dalla, he got lost. And then is the Hamza verb, just Amara, Sala, and Kara. We studied few other verbs along with this weak verb. For example, on the pattern of Wahaba, we studied Wa'da'a. On the pattern of Wa'da, we studied Wajada. On the pattern of Kala, we studied Taba. On the pattern of Zada, we studied Kada. On the pattern of Da'a, we studied Tala. On the pattern of Hada, we studied Jaza. On the pattern of Zanna, we studied Radda. On the pattern of Dalla, we studied Kharra. So let's do, yesterday we did the verb coming from Bab Fataha, and there were 6 so far we studied. Fataha, Fa'ala, Jala in QC1, and Khada'a, Zahaba, and Kata in QC2. Now today we will go for the verbs coming from the Bab of Nasara. So if you say Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, Nasirun, Mansurun, Nasrun, Nun Swadra is the root letter, it is the Bab of Nasra. The next is coming on this pattern, Khalaka, Yakhluku, Ukhlu, Khalikun, Makhlukun, Khalkun. Khalam, Kaf is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. Abada, Yabudu, Urbud, Abidun, Ma'budun, Ibada, and Badal is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. Zakara, Yazkuru, Uzkur, Zakirun, Maskurun, Zikrun. Zakafra is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. Shakara, Yashkuru, Ushkur, Shakirun, Mashkurun, Shukrun. Shin Kafra is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. On the pattern of Nasra, 190 verbs come in the Musaf for 3,800 times approximately. So the next one on the pattern of Nasara is Dakhala. Dakhala yadkhulu udkhul dakhilun madkhulun dakhulun. Dalkha lam is the root letter bab is Nasara. The next one is Hasada yasadu uhsud. Hasidun mahsudun hasadun. Hasin dal is the root letter bab is Nasara. Akala yakulu kul. Akilun makulun aklun. Hamza kaf lam is the root letter bab is again Nasara. Amara yamuru mur. Amirun mamurun amrun. Hamza mim ra is the root letter bab is Nasara. Taraka yatruku utruk tarikun matrukun tarkun. Tara kaf is the root letter bab is Nasara. So on the pattern Nasara, 190 words in the Musaf. How many times? 3,800 times. So akhaza. Akhaza yakhuzu khuz. Akhizun makhuzun akhzun. Hamza khaza is the root letter bab is Nasara. Khalada yakhludu ukhlud. Khalid dash khulud. Khalam dal is the root letter bab is Nasara. Razaka yarzuku urzuk razikun marzukun rizkun. Raza kaf is the root letter bab is Nasara. Sajada yasjudu usjud sajidun masjudun sujudun. Sim jim dal is the root letter bab is Nasara. Sakana yaskunu uskun sakin dash sakun. Sin kaf nun is the root letter bab is Nasara. So what verbs we studied from the bab fataha so far? Fataha, fa'ala, ja'ala, khada'a, zahaba, and kata. We did their tables yesterday. Today we started the Nasara. And 4 out of them you already know from QC1. Nasara, Khalaka, Abada, Zakara. So 4 are in your hand. And the rest which we learn in this, that is Shakara, Akhaza, Akala, Amara. They all 3 start with Hamza. Taraka, Razaka, Hasada, Dakhala, Khalada, Sajada, Sakana. So you can memorize them easily. They are almost 14, 15 verbs, just including the Nasara. Nasara, Khalaka, Abada, Zakara, Shakara, Akhaza, Akala, Amara, Taraka, Razaka, Hasada, Dakhala, Khalada, Sajada, and Sakana. We studied 15 verbs, and they appear in Musaf 1,627 times. Almost half of the total verbs coming against 190 verbs. On Nasara pattern, you have 190 verbs in the Quran which appear 3,800 times. Out of this 190, if you remember these only 15 verbs, they also come 1,627, mean almost half of the sighas coming from this bab you learned by the learning these 15 verbs. Let's to have the dialogue. Hal shakartullah? Answer will be nam shakartullah. Hal shakartumullah? Answer will be nam shakarullah. Hal tashkurullah? The answer is nam ashkurullah. Hal tashkurunallah? The answer is nam nashkurullah. Ushkurullah? Ashkurullah. Ushkurullah? Nashkurullah. The next word was dakhala. Hal dakhalta? Nam dakhalta. Hal dakhaltum? Nam dakhal. Hal tadkhulu? Nam adkhulu. Hal tadkhuluna? Nam nadkhulu. Udkhul? Adkhulu. Udkhulu? Nadkhulu. The next word we studied is akala. Hal akalta? Nam akaltu. Hal akaltum? Nam akalna. Hal ta'kulu? Nam a'kulu. Hal ta'kuluna? Nam na'kulu. Qul a'kulu. Kulu na'kulu. The next word was akhaza. Let's to have the question. Hal akhazta? Nam akhaztu. Hal akhaztum? Nam akhazna. Hal ta'khuzu? Nam akhuzu. Hal ta'khuzuna? Nam nakhuzu. Khuz akhuzu. Khuzu nakhuzu. The next word was taraka. Hal tarakta? Nam taraktu. Hal taraktum? Nam tarakna. Hal tasjudu lillahi? Nam asjudu lillahi. Hal tasjuduna lillahi? Nam nasjudu lillahi. So the 15 verbs which we did today, the first was nasara. Nasara yansuru unsur. Nasirun mansurun nasrun. Nun sadra is the rule letter bab is nasara. The next word was khalaka. Khalaka yakhluku ukhluk. Khalikun makhlukun khalkun. Khalam kaf is the rule letter bab is nasara. The next word was abada. Abada yabudu ubud. Abidun mabudun ibada. And badal is the root letter bab is nasara. Zakara. Zakara yazkuru uzkur. Zakirun mazkurun zikrun. Zakafra is the root letter bab is nasara. So these four we have already learned in QC1. Nasara, khalaka, abada, zakara. So the new one was shakara. Shakara, yashkuru, ushkur. Shakirun, mashkurun, shukrun. Shin kafra is the rule letter babis nasara. The next one was dakhala, yadkhulu, udkhul. Dakhilun, madkhulun, dakhulun. Dal khalam is the rule letter babis nasara. The next one was amara. Amara, yamaru, mur. Amirun, mamurun, amrun. Hamza mim ra is the rule letter babis nasara. The next one, akhaza, yakhuzu, khuz. Akhizun, makhuzun, akhzun. Hamza khaza is the ruler, babis nasara. The next was taraka again. Taraka, yatruku, utruk, tarikun, matrukun, tarkun. Tarakaf is the ruler, babis nasara. Khalada, yakhludu, ukhlud. Khalidun, makhludun, khuludun. Khalidun dash, khuludun or khuldun. Khalam dal is the root letter, bab is nasara. The next is razaka, yarzuku, urzuk, razikun, marzukun, rizkun. Razakaf is the root letter, bab is nasara. Sajada, yasjudu, usjud, sajidun, masjudun, sajudun. Sin jim dal is the root letter, bab is nasara. Sakana, yaskunu, uskun, sakinun, maskunun, saknun. Sin kafnun is the root letter, bab is nasara. Let's have the some important points. In Mashaf, when the round ha comes, and before it, if it is a Dhamma, then we see there is a reverse Dhamma on the ha. Example is Warahmatuhu. Look, before the ha, there is a ta having Dhamma, so this Dhamma become reverse, Warahmatuhu. If before this round ha, there is a Sakun, then the Dhamma comes straight. Just like minhu, min has a sukun, so the Dhamma is in straight form. When before ha there is a ya, what happened? The ha take kasra. Fihi. Before ha there is a ya, so it took the kasra. And if before ha is a kasra, then it take the descending kasra. Bihi. So this ha may depend what is coming in before it, Dhamma, Sakun, Ya or Kasra. If Dhamma, it will take reverse Dhamma. If Dhamma, it will have the same Dhamma. If it's having Ya, it will have the Kasra. If you have Ya before, then it will have the descending Kasra, Bihi. There is a word, Qawlun ma azimun. Qawlun have a tanween. So how we say Qawlun azim. But before it, if the 5 letters, the 6 letters out of them comes yarmalun, ya, ra, mim, lam, vav, nun, and before if it is a tanween, then what happened? The tanween's nun is not pronounced. Then it become Qawlun marufun. Qawlun marufun. The mim change into shad and the noon sound is hidden. Qawlun ma'ruf. Here was qawlun azim. Qawlun azim, you can hear the noon sound. But here, qawlun ma'ruf, the noon sound is. When the after the call, the word ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon, out of them, it's the word is starting that. Just like ma'ruf, mim. Mim is the yarmalun. Out. Azim, and is not the yarmalun, so we pronounce the noon. So these were the two important rules. There is another important aspect of the Mashaf. Look this example. Akurral kadmi labatum am kurratus sallat. I mean, what? Kurratul kadam, football. Labatum, you played. Am or kurratus salah, the basketball. Look, the first compound structure is before the verb coming with Hamza. And the second compound after the verb coming with Let's have an example. Muhammadun ra'aita am ahada. Look, the verb is ra'aita. Before it is a Hamza with one name. And after the verb is with other name. Look another. Kitabul fikka akhasti am kitabul sira. The verb is akhasti. The verb is in the center. Before it, there is one structure with Hamza, and there is another structure after with Let's have an example. We have given three words. Daraba is a verb. Abbasun and Mahmudun, they are the noun. We have to construct the sentence. We have to take the first, which one is here? That is Abbas. We will put it before the verb with Hamza. And the second name is Mahmud. We will put it after the verb with So it will be Abbasun darabta Mahmud. Have you hit the Abbas or Mahmud? Let's have another example. Sharibta asirul birtaqal and asibul Asir means juice. Birtaqal, the orange. Asir the grapes. Now we have two structures. Take the one structure before the verb with Hamza and take the second structure with after the Hamza. So what will be? Asirul birtaqal sharibta. Asirul Have you drink the juice of orange or the juice of grapes? Let's have another example. Ra'aytum siyaratul mudiri or siyaratul mudarrisi. Now you have to try to make the sentence on the same pattern which we did now. Yes.
سيارة المدير رأيتم أم سيارة المدرس؟
Excellent. You did that correct. As-sayaratu mudiri ra'aytum am siyaratul mudarrisi. Okay. The next is karatunna hazil mujalla tilka. Mujalla means magazine. Yes, try.
هذه المجلة قرأتن أم تلكم المجلة؟
Or only tilka. Have you studied this magazine or that? Ahazal majallati karatunna am tilka. Have you all studied from the females question this magazine or that? Okay, there is another example. Try this to make the sentence.
مفتاح البيت أخذته أم مفتاح السيارة؟
Yes, you are right. Miftahul bayti akhazta am miftahul siyara. Have you taken the house keys or the car keys? So in Mashaf, this also comes. Just like Allah say, Allah alamu anta alam am alam. Allah knows better or you know better. So this is one style of the Mashaf. There is a verb in the center, and before a center there is a one part of the sentence, and after verb is a second, and they have the choice, either the before verb or after the verb should be taken or clarified or should be taken as a choice. So that is the first choice come with Hamza and second choice come with and in between is the verb. So let's to revise the question answers. La yastahi, he is not ashamed, you are not ashamed, they are not ashamed, we are not ashamed, A, B, C, D. Which one is correct?
A.
You are right. Fawqaha, above them, above it, above you, under them, A, B, C, D. Which one is correct?
B.
Good. Fayalamuna, thus he knows, they knew, they know, thus they know, A, B, C, D. Which one is correct?
D.
D, thus they know. Fa means thus. Okay. Min Rabbihim, from their Lord, from our Lord, from your Lord, from my Lord, A, B, C, D. Min Rabbihim, him.
A. A.
Yes, from their Lord, you are right. Allah gave example of camel, cockroach, fox, mosquito, A, B, C, D.
D.
D,
Mosquito.
mosquito. In this ayah mentioning the mosquito, Allah talks about two groups, believers and disbelievers, munafiqins and disbelievers, believers and munafiqins, Jews or Christian, A, B, C, D.
Believers and kafir and disbelievers. A.
Yes, you are right. The next question is, Allah gives example to help us what? Ponder on them, visualize them, understand them, receive admonitions from them, A, B, C, D.
Ponder on them.
All the four are correct. Ponder on them, visualize them, understand them, receive admonitions from them. All the four are correct. Fi'l mudari'a fasaka is yafsuku, yafsakuna, yafsuku, yafsakuna, A, B, C, D.
Fasaka yafsuku.
Yes, yafsuku it is. Okay. Fi'l amr of qala is qalu, qala, yaqulu, qul, A, B, C, D.
D. Qul.
Kul, of course, kala yakulu, kul is the amr. Singular of amsal is masal, amsaluna, masal, masaluna, ABCD.
مثل. مثل. C.
Masal, C is correct. Okay, three known keys, the file maful fail from yakhluku is khalaka, yakhluku, ukhluk, khalik, makhluk, khalq, khalaka, yakhlukuna, yakhluku, yakhlukuna, khalik, makhluk, yakhluk, A, B, C, D.
B. B.
B, khalaka,
خالق مخلوق
makhlukun,
خلق.
khalkun. The three word keys, Madi Mudariyama. From Shakara is Shakara, Yashkuru, Ushkur, Shakara, Yashkuru, Shukran, Shakir, Mashkur, Shukar, Shakir, Mashkur, Shakirun, A, B, C, D.
A. شكر يشكر أشكر.
Good. We worship. A'budu, Na'budu, Ta'buduna, Abadna, A, B, C, D.
نعبد. B.
Na'budu is Mudare. Okay. Tazkuru. You will remember, you remember, they remember, you remember, A, B, C, D.
You remember. D.
Mudari have always two translation, present and future. You will remember and you remember, both are correct. Dakhalu, you all entered, they entered, they entered, they will enter, A, B, C, D.
They entered. C.
Again, dakhalu, you are right, they enter is right, it's not, it should have a one translation, that is, they enter. Okay?
Mm.
It is a fix, so I can't change it. Let's go ahead. Watarakahum, and he left him, and he left them, and they left them, ABCD.
A.
وَتَرَكَهُمْ,
وَتَرَكَهُمْ, and he left
and he left them.
them. Yes, B.
يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ,
Yes,
they are entering into the religion of Allah. They are entering into the religion of Allah. He is entering into the religion of Allah. We are entering into the religion of Allah. ABCD. Yadkhuluna, ya.
they.
They are entering into the religion of Allah. Hal amarakumullah, nam amaranallah, nam
نعم
yamarunallah,
أمرنا الله.
nam
A.
amaranillah, nam yamaruhumullah. ABCD. Hal amarakumullah, nam amarnallah. هل
A.
تحدثوننا لا
نعم
نحدثكم هل الذكر العبادة
لا
نم هو
نحصدكم.
عبادة نم هو ذاكر نم هو
نعم
عبد نم الذكر العبادة ABCD.
D. نعم الذكر عبادة.
Yes. 7 homeworks are known to you. 2 are of tilawa, at least 10 minutes from the Musaf and 10 minutes from verbal. And then 2 study at least 10 minutes every day your textbook, maybe the soft copy.
The voice is cutting.
And back pocket, you can have 5 times in a day, at least 2 to 3 minutes every time, maybe before prayer or after prayer. Listen to 1 hour concise MP3 recording of the QC1 and talk to your study partner and recite different surah and ayahs in the Salah and say, Rabbi zidni ilma. Let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'adhibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you have any question, your question is welcome, please.
With the verb sakana, the last verb on page 65, the verb sakana يسكن أسكن ساكن. Why we don't have مسكون? Why we don't have اسم مفعول on the table?
Sister, some verbs, they don't have the maf'ul because they are fairly lazim. There are 2 types of verb. One is fail lazim, one is called mu'tadi. Fail lazim don't need the maf'ul, just like zahaba. Zahaba, he went. So there is no need of maf'ul. The person self went. Raja'a, he came. Again, no maf'ul. But when we say akala, he ate.
Yeah.
To eat, there should be something. Until unless there is something that he ate, and this action cannot be completed. Just like katala, he killed. To kill, there should be something to be killed. Then the action will be complete. So these verbs which need something to be completed, them they call mu'tadi. The mu'tadi verbs, they don't have the maf'ul. If maf'ul is required due to something, then we bring with the preposition, just like alayhi, fihi, bihi. We bring them with that maf'ul, with the some preposition. So that is the reason that in some tables you will find there are the maf'ul mentioned, there is some not mentioned. In some even the maf'ul is mentioned with some preposition. So that is the difference between the categories of the verb. Either it's lazim, mean the mandatory, or it's a mu'tadi, mean requiring some maf'ul. So that was all from my side. Let's do once again. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'adhibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah